The steeple.
They've installed a death tower right into the steeple of their church. I'm sure the people that attend this church are not aware of this fact. Come over here, you can clearly see it's radiating their congregation. And I wonder just how many of these people know what's in their steeple.
Towers with huge antennas, which I appropriately refer to as death towers, are popping up everywhere. Although many would have you believe that these are cell towers, much of the equipment on these towers is unrelated to cell phones. Transmitters are being mounted on hospitals, apartment buildings, on schools, and into the stands of sports fields. They're even being hidden in church steeples and disguised as palm trees. Death towers radiate harmful radiation. Many times these transmitters are pointed in a specific direction at specific angles. Other times they are pointed toward the ground. They manipulate a false electromagnetic field surrounding the planet and create a false magnetic floor on the earth. I've personally visited hundreds of death towers. But when I called the tower companies to get information about antenna radiation, I was told that the operating equipment was proprietary information. They also told me the people who leased the towers would remain anonymous because that was also proprietary information. When I pressed them on how to obtain this information, I was told that I needed to secure a FOIA request, Freedom of Information Act. It sounds great, doesn't it? The only problem is that freedom of information is in fact not free. The person requesting the information must pay a fee, and not just for the tower, but for each antenna on the tower. Every tower I visited possessed at least 10 antennas, so the fees exceeded anything I could possibly afford. The tower companies had essentially made it impossible to uncover any accurate information about the operator equipment, antennas, transmitters, receivers, or radiation levels at any of their facilities. Frequently, the address posted on the location for the tower didn't even match the actual tower and where the tower was installed. We must recognize that corporations and governments often collude to protect financial interests. Regulation appears to be haphazard at best, and agencies either lack the time, resources, or interest to investigate and hold corporations accountable. Allowing the fox to guard the chicken coop inevitably leads to corruption, and we must be willing to go to battle when necessary. The FCC can be just as tight-lipped about providing useful information about the death towers as the tower companies themselves, and both employ the same secrecy.
Do you work here? You know those antennas that are right above you? You know they're dangerous, right? They're irradiating you. Every day that you work here, those antennas are right above your head and they are harming your cells of your body.
I believe it.